I'm back with another video, and thank you guys for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A, which is well overdue because I have been getting so many questions, but I have just not had time to just sit and answer questions because I've been pretty busy. So I'm going to go ahead and log into YouTube so we can get started. The first question I have right here is, where did I order the shirts from? And that was posted on the video where I ended up having to do the reorder. There's a few places that I order from. I order from Heritage, S&S, and Staten, and those are the three places that I order from. Imagination Apparel says, been there, done that, more than I want to admit. Best wishes. Yeah, that was actually the first time that I had ever made that mistake like that, because usually I have more time, but this was kind of like a last minute rush order, so that's kind of why that ended up happening. Where can I buy bulk t-shirts from? I just said the three places that I order from. Amazing video. Thank you, TSSNCS. Thanks. Right here, Scooby-Doo says, I noticed you did not use the pressure washer. Is it too much pressure? My intention is to purchase one. It would be nice to see the game. Okay, that was on my screen printing for Ballers when I printed the jerseys for my team. The reason that I don't use the pressure washer, well, I use the pressure washer a lot, but it's mostly to wash out the emulsion, and I just, when I'm reclaiming screens, and I just don't think it is needed when I'm just trying to wash the stencil out, because the hose is enough pressure, and to get the pressure washer out is, it's a little extra I have to do, so the hose is just right there. So, if in order for me to get the pressure washer out, I have to make sure it's not any air in the lines, and go through all these steps before I can actually just go ahead and spray with the pressure washer, or I could damage the motor on the pressure washer. So it's just easier to use the hose, but you can use the pressure washer if that's your preference. Okay, JTC Custom said, yes, I want to see the game, and 04 in God I Trust 04, they also want to see the game. So I'm gonna try to upload that game sometime over the weekend for you guys so that you can check it out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't on my best, and it's been years since I have actually played basketball. I played in college, and my sister is actually on the team, and I'm about 10 years older than most of the players on the team. So and I mean, I don't like to do excuses, but I wasn't at my best. Hopefully we'll get to do some more games and I can redeem myself and let you guys really see the way that I play. But I will upload and let you guys check some of that game out. JTC Custom said they would have bought the black body shirts from me. LOL. I would have sold them to you too if you were interested in them. If I would have known that, maybe I could have worked with you instead of sending it back. Christopher 570 says, can you make a video showing where to place an image on a screen? I see your images are near the top of one side. Also, can you show how you line up your screens with the plate and the shirts? Thank you. I will try to do a video on that, but the thing with the placing of the screens, it kind of depends on your press, because I have had different presses. Like when I first started out, I started off with that clamp-on tabletop press, and the way that my screens are now, it would not work with the other press because they have to, it was just a different setup with the screens. Like the press that I have now, I can pretty much place the image wherever I want to in the screen because the press is adjustable. I can bring, I can pull the arm out, make it be further away from the press or closer to the press. So that that kind of depends on your press. And the place that I place the image on my screens is because of where I have it set up at and where I prefer to have it set up at. But I'll try to do a video on it, but it kind of just depends on your press. Ivan Ramos said, I see you didn't use an underbase on the shirt. Is there a reason, or is it optional? What size did you print those numbers? It would be nice to see the game. With the inks that I use, most of the inks that I use are the opaque inks, and I have a few inks, like maybe the raw blue and the black, you know, the darker color inks that would pretty much show up on anything anyway. Those are the only inks that I buy that are not the thick opaque ink. So I don't have to use an underbase. I just print one coat and then I go through and I flash it, and then I print the second coat. And when you're using black, that's why I was saying in that video that you're talking about, I like to use the scarlet ink because it's brighter and it looks better on the black, and it looks fine on the other colors too. So that's why I didn't have to do an undercoat. But at some times I do have to use undercoat. I actually did an order where I had to do a undercoat. If you look at the one where I did the Mardi Gras shirts, and I actually used the yellow for the base undercoat so that I could print the other colors on top of it. Onisha Lewis asked, where do you order your ink from, if you don't mind me asking? Usually I order from MacB Supply. Jan Hardy, interested to see the game. Okay, I'm gonna try to get that game up for you guys. Lester Gomez also says post the game highlights. And Ben R said, I want to use my UDO to expose screens. So what type of emulsion do you use, and the time you set on the UDO timer? Thanks. Now with that UDO, I have used two different emulsions. I have used the one from Ryonet that I think is WBP emulsion. I can't really remember because it's been some years, but it's a purple emulsion, and they usually sell it with their beginner packages. And I currently now use the Ulano QX1 emulsion. With both of those emulsions, I did 10 minutes on that, but you know, I can't tell you the exact time because it depends on other things like your atmosphere. Like I'm in the South. If you're up in a place where it's cold or you know, it's more humid down where I am in the South in Louisiana. So it kind of, you know, you can kind of start from 10 minutes and kind of test it out and see what works best for you. Sometimes you have to do that trial and error to get things just right. Okay, right here, Ben R says, love how you take advantage of paint and vinyl. Thank you, Ben. Both of those actually come in handy, and they can complement each other. And if you're doing a few shirts, you can use the vinyl where you don't have to make screens, you know, and it just kind of saves a little bit of time of having to make a screen for one or two shirts. So, you know, that how you can do with the vinyl and the ink. And the ink is if you're going to be doing multiple shirts of the exact same thing. You know, so I always use vinyl for personalization. So that's why I did that in that video. Shane Heffernan commented, hope you win your games. Well, Shane, I got some bad news for you. We had 2 games and we lost them both, but I'm still gonna update so y'all can check a little bit of it out. Let me see right here, TG_GWAN, they also would like to see some games, and Anisha L would like to see some highlights. So Sydney Berard asked, where am I located? I am located in Louisiana, in Manny, Louisiana, which is a very small town. If you blink, you probably would miss the whole town passing through it. DB6081 commented, great video as usual. I would like to see game highlights. Okay, I'm gonna try to get those highlights up for you. Antonio Brodnax commented, thanks for the video. This was very helpful. You're welcome, and stay tuned because I have plenty more videos coming for you guys. Panza Verde commented, how much did you charge for each t-shirt? He's talking about on my reversible jerseys. The way that I charge, it may be different depending on where you're located and what you're printing and a lot of other factors. The best way to get your pricing down is to call local businesses and see how much they're charging to do the same things, and then you also have to take in consideration whatever fees so that you can make money. Alright, so that's all the questions I have time for right now. So I thank you guys for watching and posting your questions and comments, and I will be doing more Q&A, so you keep the questions coming and stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you find the videos helpful, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Check the description box if you're interested in any of the items that I use to make t-shirts, and I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.